Backrooms.
All right, let's do it. We watch Backrooms. So, full disclosure, I have only seen one of the YouTube Backrooms, so I am not in on the lore.
Same.
We are just two people who liked watching the movie.
Yeah, I've heard about it being online for a long time. I kind of know some stuff about it, but definitely not like a fan of the series or the lore or anything.
Yeah, I feel like everyone online knows Backrooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm guessing you do too. So we are going to give our spoiler-free thoughts first and then go into spoilers because honestly, this movie needs a spoiler talk. So we will clearly mark the spoilers for this.
Yep, we'll give you a heads up. So this movie was good. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had so much fun with it. First of all, just exploring the like liminal space of the Backrooms. My favorite part of this. The found footage in the beginning. Yeah. Also my favorite part of this.
The acting.
Oh God. It was all that's so good. There's so much mystery and you just get to like unlock it all with these characters. And that's my favorite part.
I loved the exploring and then going back and forth between, found footage and not found footage.
Oh yeah.
And then as a person who was born in the 80s, this is set in the 90s. It was very familiar to me. And I appreciated that clearly, early 90s aesthetic in things.
The time setting was perfect for this movie. All right, now is the time. We're going to do some spoilers. So if you don't want to see that, go ahead and click off.
Save the video. First of all, I would have absolutely tasted that. You cannot tell me that you would have not tasted it.
As soon as he sliced that out of the stomach, I'm like, first of all, what is going on? And why does it kind of look good? It looked really weird, but I would try it.
And then he's like, and you can eat them. I'm like, yeah, I wanna do that, little cotton candy man.
Yeah, and just getting into that scene alone, the dinner table scene, it was so crazy. The switch, it felt so sudden of him just being like the complete villain, which I know that's where it was going and everything. And I did not like it, but all of a sudden, like you're sitting at a table and he's cutting off someone's scalp in their stomachs. Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, so. Overall, I have nothing but positive things to say about the film. But of course, there is critiques because no film is perfect. So with that scene specifically, I think that it was kind of rushed into... We don't know a timeline. We know he's obviously been there for weeks or even
the mail
months.
And everything at the door.
Yeah, there was a final notice mail, and that to me would take months. The therapist didn't really give way to the fact that this has been that long of a time. Too.
So just the timing might be a slight issue for some people. Yeah, but there's context clues you can pick up on that a good amount of time is gone and everything.
And so I am experiencing this film and I am pretty much under the assumption that this entire thing is in his head, that the Backrooms are literally just his mind, exploring his mind.
He's the architect in his own mind.
Exactly that. Yeah. And so when they had the found footage in the beginning and then when he's exploring the Backrooms and he finds their bag, I'm like, okay, that explains that because he is justifying finding this because he's already seen it. It wasn't until Mark Duplass's character...
Go Mark Duplass, by the way.
Yes. I was so happy he was in this. I love him.
Yeah, excellent choice.
Yeah. So it wasn't until the Mark Duplass character storyline of that company that it really drove home to me towards the end. I'm like, no, the Backrooms is real. This was not in his mind. This is something that they have found.
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of liked how they left that a bit ambiguous too, because we all know Backrooms. We all know that there's lore and so many people have been involved in making their own Backrooms too, because it's been around for so long. So I felt that was a very good way to lead up to an entire franchise too.
Oh yeah, and I've seen a lot of people say online all that just kind of felt like a setup for a sequel, probably. But with the amount of money this movie is probably going to make,
it's going to have a sequel.
When we went to buy tickets for this, almost all 3 showings were completely sold out. That morning they added more showings, and those ended up being nearly sold out.
Yeah, our theater was almost completely full.
Yeah, it's awesome to see horror getting this much attention. I knew this would be kind of big just because of the lore and the stories online.
Yeah.
This movie was just so much fun. Exploring the Backrooms was my favorite part. Man, his version of that creepy pirate coming out chasing her was absolutely nuts. Yeah. And then just the story of him coming to terms with his unwellness and everything that's gone on in his life was wild. I really appreciated a lot about this movie. If I had a critique, a tiny bit slower than I thought it was going to be. That's honestly not a thing that hurts this movie. It sets up so much, and I really do hope to see more, and at least see more from Kane Parsons.
Yeah.
Because this shows he has such potential. Oh my goodness, this was fantastic.
Yeah. I loved the exploring of the backstory, kind of like leading them to why they are here with the therapist going back and ultimately using a tragic thing from her childhood in order to help her too.
That was awesome.
And I feel like they did those themes so well. How, you know, this man is so wrapped up in like his own trauma and his own unwellness. And ultimately he just decides, is like, you know what, it's easier. I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to get well. And she did the opposite. She's like, I'm going to get well and I'm going to use what is in my past to be better.
Well, I really just think this movie did such a great job of like being a mystery.
Yeah.
The Backrooms is like, you still don't totally know what's going on with it. You have a good idea of what's going on, but leaving it up to your own interpretation, not answering too many things, giving enough to be satisfied with. I think this was like done so well in that regard.
And the Backrooms themselves is like, it's left up to whatever memories are left there. So much can be inserted and explored.
I also really wish I didn't know what a dog looked like so I could try to draw it and see if it came out like a dog.
So what are your thoughts on Backrooms? Are you excited for a potential franchise or a sequel? How much do you have in knowledge of like what's been online too? What have you watched that you really appreciate that you would have wished that they would have added in this film?
There is so much to incorporate in this. I feel like the opportunities for this are endless. So I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yep.